and welcome back to the Entrepreneur Show. And we have something special for you guys today. And what we are going to be discussing is entrepreneurship. This is the Entrepreneur Show. So it would only be right if I kick it off with a business segment speaking about entrepreneurship and what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur. So a lot of people ask me all the time about business questions. How do I get started with the business? And so on and so forth. Well, I said, you know what? A lot of people want to start businesses, but are you really an entrepreneur? Do you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur? And if you do, then these are the steps that'll let you know if you have what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. So if you answer yes, then maybe you're ready to be an entrepreneur. If your answer is no, then you may not be ready to be an entrepreneur. So we're going to jump right into it, with the first thing, which is research. So a lot of people want to start businesses, as I stated, but a lot of people don't get into the industry and understand what type of industry they're actually signing up for. One of the things I always tell people about business is that you have to research. You have to know the market you're going into. You have to know the product you're trying to sell. And you have to know who your competitors are. You have to know those people that are selling the same products, how their products are doing. And you overall need to know everything it is to know about that market that you're trying to tap into. Research it. That's number one, guys. Number two, do you have what it takes to get through the tough times when it comes to business? And what I mean by that is, I'm going to tell you guys a true story. When I started a trucking company a couple of years ago with a partner of mine, he had experience about trucking and I had experience about business. Well, we figured, why not put our minds together and create something special? So we did. We started a trucking company, and we ended up doing very well for the first couple of months. Everything was going well. But what we didn't anticipate was that in the trucking industry, there is a downtime. And that downtime happens right after the Christmas holiday. So between the periods of December and I would say March, there was no work. If you didn't have contracts that were taking you out of, like, to Canada and things like that, listen, for a startup trucking company, we ended up losing because we didn't have what it takes to preserve through that rough time. We didn't know that, okay, this is our down patch and we need to make sure that we make this amount of money in order to get us over in that time. We didn't know. So make a long story short, we didn't make it. We didn't make it through that rough time, and it cost us the company. So keep in mind that you want to make sure as a successful entrepreneur that you research, number one, and number two, you're able to get through those tough times once you do start your company, okay? Because a real entrepreneur will get through those times and they will research and they will have all of those things lined up so you wouldn't get jammed like we did, unfortunately. Number three. Do you possess the high level of energy that is sustainable for long hours? In other words, do you have the grind that is going to take for you to get out there and get to the business? Get that business going, marketing, whatever it takes. Do you have it? If you will notice, a A lot of people in the entertainment industry, they'll tell you that, oh, I've been on set filming for 14, 16 hours. So you have to ask yourself, as a person that wants to own a business and be an entrepreneur and be successful at it, like, do I really have the time and the effort and the energy that it takes to get through these long hours, to get this business started and to be a successful entrepreneur? You have to consider that, because when you are starting up a company, you have to, I repeat, you have to put in a lot of long hours. The grind is real, okay? So you have to ask yourself, do you have that? Do you have that desire? Okay? Do you have that passion and that grind to get out there and get it? All right? So that's number 3. And number 4 is, do you have a strong desire to be your own boss? Okay. So I'm going to get into this a little bit, because this is the part that no one really thinks about. I know everybody is on social media saying, oh, I'm a boss and I'm going to be a boss and all of these things. But you know what? You only a boss if you putting other people on, right? At least that's what I say a boss is. But correct me if I'm wrong. But in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to have desire to be a boss, to be a person that is going to lead, okay, that is going to have the willingness to sacrifice for your team, somebody that is going to have optimism and be able, when things get tough in that business, to still rally your troops and still make people understand that why we're doing it. Why are they doing this? That's a boss. So as a successful entrepreneur, you have to ask yourself, do I have the desire to be a boss? Some people, honestly speaking, are meant to be a worker. Okay? Everybody can't be the boss. Let's get that straight. Everybody cannot be the boss. So ask yourself these things. And if your answer is yes, then you are ready to be a successful entrepreneur. So, number 1, do your research. Number 2, can you get through these tough times when your business is not profiting like you think it is? Okay? Number 3, do you have that high level energy that it's going to take to sustain the business, to get out there, to grind, to do what it takes to get that bag? All right? And number 4, do you have the desire to be the boss? Okay? If your answer is yes, then you may be ready to be an entrepreneur. And if you are, then stay tuned for my next video, because we're going to be discussing how to start a business. All right. Thank you guys for watching my video. You guys know I'm new to this. Comment below. And also, guys, make sure you check out shyshoetique.com, where we have the latest and hottest styles in fashion, in shoe fashion. So thank you guys again, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.